Hi there, Perfecto Castro here and welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. It's quite possible that no other guitar effect is as linked to Jimi Hendrix as the venerable Univibe. In fact, vast majority of vibe type pedal demos here on YouTube is some variation of machine gun. So in this video, I am going to explore Vibes Beyond Jimi with the help of the DryBell Vibe Machine version 3. Here we go. The Vibe Machine version 3 celebrates the 10th anniversary of DryBell's Univibe journey. And instead of merely dressing up the Vibe Machine in anniversary colors, DryBell actually went back to the breadboard and tweaked some stuff to make version 3 extra special. I haven't played the previous version, so I can't comment on the differences, but one thing is for sure. The Vibe Machine V3 is a beautiful sounding modulation pedal. Aside from the great tone, the Vibe Machine V3 offers a lot in terms of tweakability and functions. So you can either stay and firmly play in Jimi's world, or go beyond Hendrix and use the Vibe Machine V3 in your own creative endeavors. To best demonstrate this, I'm going to play over this track using my favorite Vibe Machine V3 sounds, and after which I'm going to break down each setting for all you guys. I'll be using my Sully Guitars 622 and a Carl Martin Plexi Ranger for Dirt, all running into a super reverb type amp model in Amplitube. The first tone is a bpm-synced chorus vibe sound. This is possible with the Vibe Machine V3's pedal input, which accepts either an expression pedal or an external foot switch. Other Vibe Machine demos here on YouTube use an expression pedal, but I prefer an external foot switch for tap tempo and the cancel function. You can use either latching or non-latching foot switches, and the online manual from the DryBell website provides clear and concise instructions on how to set everything up. Now to set the tempo, all you need is 2 taps. And these taps also affect the vibe cycle. The second tone is a low intensity, slow vibrato. This gives your guitar tone some movement without committing to a set rate that needs to be BPM synced. is a gorgeous tone that works for both chordal and lead work. Vibe Machine off. And on. The Vibe Machine V3 also fattens up your sound using a Univibe style preamp that you can access using the cancel function. The cancel function turns off the modulation part of the pedal. I'm going to turn up the intensity and speed, that way the effect is obvious. So here we go. Cancel. And if I turn the pedal off, beautiful sound. The preamp tone also changes when you switch from vibrato to chorus. The third tone is the original intent for the Univibe, which is a Leslie rotary speaker simulator. To get this tone, we are back in chorus mode, and I'm going to turn the intensity up. Here I'm using the tap tempo to switch between fast and slow speeds to simulate a Leslie speaker ramping up or down. The Vibe Machine V3 actually has a dedicated fast or slow foot switch mode, but I get more flexibility in tap tempo and cancel mode, so that's what I use. The fourth tone is a high intensity vibrato with the rate bpm-synced. Cranking up the intensity makes the vibrato more rhythmic. The Vibe Machine tap tempo has 3 multipliers depending on where you set the speed knob at. You get 1x, which is quarter notes. Then there's 2x, which is eighth notes. And a custom multiplier that I haven't played around with yet, though at the factory it is set to triplets. The Vibe Machine V3's chorus mode is great, but I am really loving the vibrato mode. It's just so warm and musical. The fifth tone is your Jimi Univibe sound, which shows off how awesome the Vibe Machine V3 sounds with a little bit of gain. You can also use the Vibe Machine V3 in a more modern distortion setting by lowering the intensity and the speed. This gives you a sweeping edge that helps your distorted lead lines cut through without being too univibey. Aside from the obvious controls on the face of the pedal, the sides have access to set and forget trim pots that allow you to tweak symmetry, chorus depth, impedance, grit, and volume. These trim pots are optimally set from the factory, but it is open to experimentation. Just take note of the factory settings so you can always go back to them. On my Vibe Machine, I bumped up the volume for a little bit of drive into the pedals after it. That way, when I engage the modulation, there is no drop in feel. Plus, when in cancel mode, I can use it as a gain boost. Okay, there you have it. That is the DryBell Vibe Machine version 3. As soon as this video is done, I am going to permanently install it on my pedal board as my go-to modulation pedal. Big thanks again to DryBell for sponsoring this video and for allowing me free reign to present the Vibe Machine V3 to all you guys. And if you're ready to buy your very own Vibe Machine V3, I will put affiliate links in the video description below. So thank you so much in advance for your support. If you dug this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe if you haven't yet, and don't forget to ring that bell. And let me know what you think about the Vibe Machine V3 in the comments. Now go grab your guitar and play something. You all know the drill. Practice makes perfecto. Cheers, guys.